fast. I just send her walk. Yeah, it's a nice cool morning now. A lot better than the middle of summer was, doing something like this. Yeah, it's a good time to get some free breakfast along the roadside for them. Job is to keep them bunched up at times when we want them bunched up and not strung out half a mile, but then also to let them go faster as we're going around somebody's yard or something. We don't want them into the yard. If you push them a little faster and give them more room up front, they're more likely to go right on past it than if you got them bunched up, then they're looking for someplace to go left or right. So the guy in the front really has the most responsibility. The guys in the back are just drag, they're just pushing and hovering on the right or the left, depending on which side you really want them on. That just depends on where the next yard is that you don't want them into. So that red barn up there, that white house, that's where we're taking them. So now this is the same group of ewes we're rotating every day, moving them to fresh grass on the other pasture they just came from. And I have to say, I don't know if you remember what they looked like. We weaned the lambs off of them. They didn't look very good, and we weren't very proud of them. And the drought had really hurt things, and lambs had sucked them down. But they really took off and filled out and filled up there on those daily moves, giving them fresh grass. And the thing about that, if you give them a fresh grass every day, fresh forage, well, they'll eat more. It's a proven fact. Day one, they might eat, let's say, 4.5% of their body weight. Day two, in the same place, maybe 4%. Day three, down to 3%. And the longer they're there, because they eat all the good stuff, it's just like you going into smorgasbord. First trip through, I mean, you're eating a whole bunch, and then by the time you're filling up, but then the next day you're going to eat more again, and it's all the good stuff. But if you just have leftovers day after day after day, you're probably not going to consume as much food. It doesn't taste as good. So that's the same thing. Not just the fact it's good for the grass, it's good for the livestock, and then to keep the parasites in check, of course. Keep ahead of the parasite population. We probably haven't had much parasites hatch out. It's been so dry. It takes rain. I've read, I don't know, half inch, an inch, I'm not sure what, before the eggs will hatch out of the poop. So they're still laying there. So some people think, well, you know, if I rotate every 3 days or whatever, that you stay ahead of them, and they're going to already hatch and went through their life cycle before you come back there. If it's whatever 21 days, that's not exactly right, because sometimes those turds there, they just sit there, and those parasites may not hatch out of them until a rain comes. So it's just nothing you can do and say, well, if I rotate and don't come back to this in 21 days or 30 days or 14 days, that you're not going to have parasites. If you have sheep and goats and you rotate them you're still going to have some parasites. Now, they're not going to be near as bad, not maybe be a problem for you. And because sheep and goats, and sheep even more than goats, are resistant. They always have some parasites, so you're never going to get rid of all of them, but you want to keep them in check. And nobody lives in this house here anymore. They keep it up. They keep the yard up and everything, but they live in town, so we just let the goats kind of graze around here a little bit. Oh, somebody's opening the gate down there. This piece right here is CRP. I don't know why they never did open this up for grazing this year. It was dry as it is. They've done it on years it's not as dry, so I don't understand. But they're getting a little bit to eat here now. And the gate's just on the other side of that red barn there. I'm sure as Travis opens the gate, they'll see it and they'll take off and run right in there. So we've actually got two fences set up. Barbed wire fence that goes around the road that'll be to just to the north of them, see. And then there's a 2-wire poly wire about where the water trailer's sitting. And then there's another one set up for next time. I don't know if you can make that out here.